Good afternoon, everyone. We are on Max's map number 3 today. Thank you once again to 6-year-old Max for sending in yet another fantastic map to follow, a great route. And I don't think he knows yet, but there's a little surprise halfway around this that not many people know about, and I didn't know about until a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to take a look at that on the way around. But Max has sent us in three maps so far. The first one took us from the Winstanley area known as Pony Dick all the way up to Orrell Water Park and back, cutting through the new covert woods. Some people call it as Lee Wood. Around the back of Highfield, and that was a really good walk. And we saw the start of Smithy Brook from Orrell Water Park that runs all the way down the back of the Winstanley estate. And then the second map was a really good one. It was a race car. The second map was a really good one that took us up to Windy Harbour via Glede Wood and around the back of Island Dam onto the 2-mile stretch and then back down to Glede Wood from there. Unfortunately, that map was too far for my battery to handle, so we had to give up around about 3/4 of the way. Max understood, and he said that I smashed it. So the following day we finished off and did the remainder of that walk, and that was only last week. So we've got a few people watching. I'll just give a couple of shout outs. So Phil Burke's watching, Juliet, Max's mum's watching, and I guess Max is as well. So hello Max, hope you're well. Emma Davis, fantastic effort this morning and over the past few days, helping us achieve that £500 goal for the NHS for the Dino Tour. So thank you for your efforts there. Stop, I want an ice cream. Stop. It's gone. Who else have we got? Oh, Jane Lloyd's watching. Now, Jane Lloyd's my auntie from Liverpool. A happy 30th anniversary, Jane. 30 years married to my uncle. I don't know how you've managed it, but happy anniversary all the same. Is it a pearl? Is it a pearl anniversary? Is that what it is? Good afternoon, Elaine Monks and Kim Carroll. Afternoon, Ian. How you doing? Afternoon, Kaylee, Nicola. Afternoon, Pat. James Hornby's on, our resident historian. Put some fantastic posts out over the past few weeks, and a few more have gone on this morning. There'll be some more tonight. We're going to set up, he doesn't know this yet, but we're going to set up his own little page on the website. And James is going to have his own section there for the history of Winstanley. He's really got into the spirit of things and shared lots of great photographs over the past few weeks, and reminiscing about times gone by. So it's fantastic to see. So thanks very much for your contributions. Who else have we got? Andrea Howarth. So we've got people watching from Liverpool now. Thanks, Jane. This doesn't count as exercise, Jane, though. You've got to get out, you know that, don't you? Amy Hornby's watching. Saw Peter yesterday. Mother-in-law Christine. Jane says, thank you very much. Yes, it's a pearl wedding anniversary. just treating me to lunch in the garden. A Greg's sausage roll from Iceland. Get in. Yeah, Kim, so on our website we've got lots of space for a very good resource for local history that can tie in well with the Winstanley Walks page. So I'll speak to James and we'll get that page on the website set up and create a blog of history. Got a few ideas up my sleeve, so I'll have a chat to James about that. I want to get past the prams, but I don't know what to say. Sorry, I'm just squeezing past you. It's turned into Winstanley runs. Well, Max is saying hello to his gran. Just coming up to Clapgate Lane now. Suzanne says I'm at the top of Mum's Street. Do you want me to pop in and say hello? Belting, looks like the sound sorted itself out. I don't know why that is, I'm going to have to look into it. But there's been a couple of walks out of the 20 odd that we've done where the sound's dropped for a short period of time. I think it might be something to do with people, sorry, my phone giving me alerts. Maybe that's cutting into the sound. I'll have to look into it. So this road that we're on is Highfield Grange Avenue, and to the right is Hope School, and further down is the old building that used to be the GP surgery, which is now the community library. Explore. And then we have the Winstanley Community Centre, which used to be behind these houses, along the black path. I'll show you afterwards. But there's some new houses there now. So looks like the Hope School has got some scarecrows in the front, just beneath the trees. So if you're driving or walking past, make sure you have a look at those. It looks like they're having a cup of tea. Let's get a shot of it for you. Looks like they're having a cup of tea at a table. Two little scarecrows. Afternoon. So there's the library. It used to be the GP's surgery when I was a kid. And then the community centre over there. No, I always thought it was called Winstanley Community Centre, but I'm reading the sign and it says Highfield Community Centre. So whether that's because it's on Highfield Grange Avenue or those pesky Highfieldiers have it, I don't know. I'll have to find out. Lisa says hola. Could be a Spanish day with that blue sky today. The weather's hotting up. It's going to be lovely over the next couple of days. 26 degrees apparently tomorrow. So if you've just joined us, we are on Max's map number 3. Max joined us, or Max's mum joined us quite early in the group about 4 weeks ago. And since then, Max has watched most walks with us. Obviously he's not at school at the moment, so he's enjoying a bit of extracurricular geography, I suppose. Maybe a little bit of natural history with the old dinosaurs in the woods. Hello, Paula. How are you? I'm very well. How are you? You going out for a walk? We're live. We're just doing a live video. So don't swear. Don't say any words. Can I film your dog?
Yeah, but
is that all right?
A bit of a wuss.
Hello.
Oh,
you keeping well anyway?
I'm fine.
Are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'll get off. Alright, see you soon. Bye. I used to work with that lady. She was the science prep lady in the science department at Urban Guest, where I used to work, and where I went to school. James says there is an old Roman road that leads under Maris Bridge, right of the lights, and it's fenced off. An old Roman road. So that's down there. Is it on the right or the left of that junction, James? I've seen some fencing on the right hand side just before home base. So is it there or is it on the left? Elaine says the Highfield Community Centre. It's probably after Highfield Grange Community Centre, which was on Anthorn Road, closed down and moved there. Well, there you go. That answers that question. Kim says stop upsetting the dogs. Oh well. Helicopter's back again, Chris. James says. Making our way down Warrington Road now, the A49, down towards Goose Green. at these two. Scary. So Suzanne says that's my old school on the left, St Paul's. There it is, primary school. Busy junction this. Don't know whether you're coming or going. But went down here the other day and most of the shops, the Indian, it's all open now. More importantly, the bakery, pie shop's open. That's a frightening thought, James. An old graveyard was exhumed in the 60s or early 70s opposite St Paul's Church. Somebody was asking about this the other day actually, and they said that they moved all the bodies to St Paul's. Interesting. We're doing some building work here. There's the church on the right. Hello. So we're going to cross over Smithy Brook Road. And we're going to take a left. We're going to take a left where the Goose Green Labour Club used to be, and then go up Little Lane. Max's map does send us up Smithy Brook Road, but I said I'd take him on a little detour up Little Lane just to go and see something special. I think Goose Green Labour Club is now a Windows place. think. Still, well, I don't know how much of a club it is anymore. Still there, but there's a smaller pub inside, James says. So this is what used to be Goose Green Labour Club building. It looks like M&M windows are now there. A few other businesses too. So maybe the pub bit's around the left and the back. Snooker, pool, darts, free Wi-Fi, function rooms welcome. There you go. There's the football grounds, Winstanley Warriors FC. Bit of maintenance going on there today. Suzanne says there is still a bar there. Yeah, we're just seeing that, and my cousin's wife's dad owns it. You want me to give a shout out to a random person called Lee Walker? Yeah, alright. So there's up the road here, on the right, there's a big stone, and it's got something inscribed on it, on like a plate, a metal plate. But it's too far away from the fence to be able to read it unless the fence is open now. There's something inscribed on that plate there. It's not very clear though. So, not sure. We'll have to get in there and find out what it says. There's a load of blokes outside that place now. I'm not going to embarrass myself, James, I'm really sorry, man. But it's one of those things, unfortunately. This street's a lot quieter than it used to be since they blocked it off. What can I say, James? I'm a wimp. Just up the road on the left here is where Max's map would have brought us out to the roundabout on Smithy Brook. So that's where the map leads us to, but we're going to take a little detour off to the left in a second. See if we can get to it. Depends how many nettles are out at the moment, because I've only got my shorts on, so I might struggle. But I don't know if you can see there, there's an old Victorian bridge. We might be able to get closer from the opposite side. We'll just have a quick look through here, see if there's any way through without getting stung by nettles. I don't think there is. Let's try the other way. I might get a better view from this side actually. Now it's not connected to anything anymore. It's kind of sealed up on both ends. And just hidden in the trees. It's on the I think it's on the 1860 map, so it's as old as that at least, but it's got stone construction, if you can see, stone on the right, and then a cast iron or iron topper going across. So that's just off Little Lane, hidden in amongst all this foliage. I don't fancy going through those nettles, they look pretty painful to me. We'll see if there's any other entrance into it. Looks like I might be able to get through it if I try hard enough. Ow! I'm getting nettled for your benefit here, people. I've never seen so many nettles. Look at that. So yeah, that doesn't give us a better view. But it's just poking through the trees there, you can see. And there's definitely no other route unless you're wearing long pants, thick jeans or something. No way of finding that out, so we'll head back out amongst the brambles and nettles. And that's where we came in, and this is the way we're going out. So at some point when all the nettles start back, you should be able to get there and see it quite easily, really. How are we doing for time, Max? Or anybody watching? Have you got a live stream time for me, how long we've been streaming? You can give us an update, that'll be good. $30. Who's saying that? Elaine says, found a dock leaf or a wet paper towel sorts everything out. Does a wet paper towel, you're absolutely right. It's a school trick, that is. I broke my leg, wet paper towel. I broke my nose, wet paper towel. My hands fell off, wet paper towel. Alison says, look, that bridge looks like it could have been part of the railway bridge. And on the map, that's exactly what it's saying to me. That the several tracks ran from, well, several, there was over 20 at least ran from this very spot down to various parts of Wigan and from Orrell, Pemberton, Winstanley. They all kind of intersected around this area, and that bridge was part of that system, but it's been preserved, so Casey Dandridge says coronavirus, wet paper towel. Come on. That is quite funny, actually. Good sense of humour, gets you through the day. So we're just onto the back of Primrose Farm now, the new eatery, and onto the wasteland behind the houses, off Foundry Lane. I think if they wanted to, they could do something really nice with this area. I think they were talking about extending this into some kind of community shopping facility, a little bit like the precinct, but I don't know how well that'll go down with residents, but I remember reading that somewhere. Maybe Winstanley Walks could have a little shack, a little hut. Emma Davis says she's going to give me a wave. Good Lord. Well, there was a lot of houses there, so I'm assuming you were one of the back ones. So if I didn't see you, I apologise. So this is the service track, which is usually gated up, but you can walk onto it from the side of the car park. These are the service track to the water treatment facility at the back of Winstanley. Oh, nearly went then. Nearly slipped. Now, as per usual, sometimes the signal does drop when we venture down this way because we're going to quite a low section of the walk, and signal does sometimes drop off, so apologies for that if it does, but usually comes back within a few seconds. It's a warm afternoon. Well, Max, so far the walk's been very pleasant. We've seen some nice things. We've walked down some nice tracks and some bit of street walking as well. Lots of birdsong now in the woods, and we're just getting to the bridge at Smithy Brook. So there's one of the waterfalls down at Smithy Brook there. You can probably hear it. and going down water, downstream to its final point at the back of Halfords down at Newtown, where it joins the River Duggy. James Hornby's sunbathing. Well, I hope you've got your togs on, mate. I mean, don't be too descriptive, but you know, hope you've got your swimming costume on. Kim says it's raining in Blackburn. Really? Well, looks like there's been a few dino drop-ins overnight down this lane, which isn't very pleasant to see. Looks like there's a few people going looking at the final exhibit. We're going to go past the dino walk here now, down to the T-Rex. If you go down that way, you'll end up, do you know, Primrose Farm, the new pub.
Oh yeah.
You come out there, yeah.
Oh, we're there. I've got to go that far. Where's that way?
That way, if you go up and left, we'll take you up to Winstanley Shops. That's the way I'm going.
No, we won't go Venture. That's where we park.
Venture. We'll go back into the woods the way you've come.
Yeah.
At the steps, turn right. You know, the big steps that go down the woods.
Oh yeah, we'll have to go back that way.
Turn right there. That'll bring you out on Foundry Lane.
Well,
Belting. All right. See you later.
Thank you. Come on, we'll have to go back. Go on, get up there. Lily, come on. Lily. Mum said no.
So James has got his thong on, apparently. Belting. As long as it's not a mankini. What colour is your thong, James? Elaine says we found him this morning. You've been down, have you, Belton? Tour guide, I don't know. Excuse me. Where's the Venture? Right, so Max's map brings us out to the top. Oh wow, there's lots of families spread about, socially distancing and enjoying the sun and the grass. That's very nice to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. So if you completely lost your bearings, if you don't know where I am, if you look for Dereham Way on Google Maps, those trees, behind those trees is Dereham Way, and right behind the trees is this water treatment area. So these are full of ducks and all kinds of other things, and it's basically an open area for a bit of recreational walking, jogging, walking the dog. Chopper's coming over. Emma says it's one of those ones made from sweets. Now then, Emma, remember this morning we were telling you when to, like, hold back on your comments? Maybe that's the time to stop, I don't know, I'm just saying, maybe. I have to rein you in every so often, I think. There's kids watching. Talking about kids, Max, what do you think of this walk, mate? I mean, you've created a fantastic map for us. It's been a bit of on-road, off-road, path walking, road walking. It's a belter. I think it's about 2.5 miles or something like that. And I'm guessing we've been around about 45 minutes now, something. So, very good. So this will bring us out on the old Winstanley Colliery Railway, which we did a feature walk on 2 weeks ago now. A really straight path that takes you from all the way from the back of Winstanley School down to Clapgate Lane, and it's a really straight path, cuts straight through the centre of the shops, and that's when the carriages with coal were brought down from Winstanley Colliery No.3. So that's the path. The community centre used to be able to get to it from just down there where you can see those people. There was an entrance on the right. We're going to go this way, and this will bring us back to our start point outside the shops. The black path. After ring the council again, looks like the poo bin's full. It's not pleasant for the residents. And in the back of St Aidan's School now. And you can still walk down the fences are off, but you can still walk down the left hand side to get to the opposite side of the field. Nope. He smelt really good, him. Hope he's not going meeting his girlfriend. Max says you've done that really fast. Well, Max, I think I must have built some muscles up on my legs from your last walk because it was so long. So maybe I've got a little bit faster over the past couple of days. So, but a belting walk. I'll finish off walking along this final path to the lights. Whew. And there we go. We're back to where we started. So Max, once again, fantastic walk, taking us down Holmeshouse Avenue, left onto Highfield Grange Avenue, down to the bottom onto Warrington Road, and then we bypassed Smithy Brook Lane, took a left after that onto Little Lane, went and saw the Victorian Bridge, and then across the road at Primrose Farm, and then back into the woods, across the field, past the water, onto the Black Path, and back up to the shops. Less than an hour. Belting. So well done, Max. Thanks again for everybody's support on the donations for the Dino Trail, which we are ending today. There's too many things getting damaged to move around, so it's probably best to not disappoint people who want to go and see it. And maybe we'll do something else again another time, but we've managed to raise over £500 now, and that's credit to everybody who's shared and liked and commented and shared the pictures. It's been absolutely fantastic, so thanks very much to everybody for that. Okay, have a great day and enjoy the sunshine. Bye for now.